Good morning. My name is Jimmy. I'm your astute tourist. It is Monday, August 15th, 2022. And good morning. We are live. And for the first time in a long time, we have 0 people in the chat. So let's wait a few minutes, see if we get any folks in. Hey, Matt, good morning, sir. How are you? You started to lose your signal. And that's why I figured I'd drop out and get ready for my live. Glad you're here, though. Thanks for coming in. I'm sure you have a full day ahead of you, seeing that you had last week off. But let me share out the. I'm going to share out the link as I do every stream that I do. I do share the link, so if anybody wants to come up on the panel, it's definitely there for you. Good morning, Shirley. How are you, my friend? Thank you. You ended it just after. Yeah, you could see it starting to lag out. Um, but I hope you have a good day. Stay dry out there today. Looks like you guys are getting some rain for sure. The weather here in the Northeast is blue skies. I don't see a cloud out there at all. The sun is coming up. We've had uh, cooler weather here, which is kind of unseasonable for this time of year. And when I say cool, it probably got down into the 50s last night. That would be Fahrenheit, but yeah, that's crazy for us. The typical uh, evening weather should be in the 60s, I think, for this time of year, um, but it looks like it's going to be a stellar day today. I have the day off. That's why I have not shaved, and we're starting at 7 because, like I said, I have the day off today. I took the day off because it's my wedding anniversary. Colleen and I are going to spend the day together. We're actually we're going to get furniture. We bought a table yesterday for our dining room, and we're going to pick it up today. And we have some other things we need to take care of. But so you're getting north of the rain. Well, that's good. It's never fun driving in the rain. Um, that's a pain in the butt. I know when we were talking, I was telling you when I was down in Hatteras there working, I can remember finishing the job and heading home. And I like to drive at night. Um, it's seems to be less traffic and uh, I don't know. I like driving in the dark. And man, it seemed like that whole ride from about Virginia all the way up to Boston was it rained. I I followed the rain all the way north, so yeah, not fun driving in the rain. Um, hey, Ilana, how are you? Good morning. Uh, Good morning to you. Thank you. Oh, thank you very much. Thank you, Matt. Good morning to you, and thank you for that as well. Yeah, 35 years. Hard to believe the time has gone by so fast. 35 years and 2 children, a house, um, several dogs. Not all at once, of course, but over the years, we've had several pets. It's been a great ride with my bride. Um, I'm a very lucky guy. We get along really well, and I guess from what people tell me, 35 years married together for that long is somewhat unusual these days, which I don't know. Seems normal to me. So, um, good morning, Bob. How are you? Good morning, Sean. I hope you had a good weekend, Sean. I know you were up at Bentley's in Maine. 14 for you. Yeah, it goes by quick, doesn't it? Where does the time go? I mean, you get involved in life and in the world that you're building around yourself, and you just keep moving along. And next thing you know, it's been a lifetime together, which is awesome. I mean, I enjoy our time together, and it's been a great ride. Not without some speed bumps, but that's life, right? Speed bumps in life. But yeah, so how's everybody doing? I hope you all had a great weekend. Mine is still going. Like I said, we took taking the day off today. Colleen normally has Monday off. She works Saturdays, so um, Sunday and Monday are her weekend days to have off. But I thought I would take today off. That way we could spend our actual anniversary together. We're gonna go out and have a nice dinner this evening. A little bit of a rough weekend. I saw some pictures, Sean. So yeah, it did look like you had a rough weekend. Um, we've had a pretty good weekend. We What did we do this weekend? Saturday, we spent the day out taking care of business, doing errands. Yesterday, like I said, we went out and we found a dining room table. Saturday, we went to some flea markets and some yard sales, some thrift stores, looking for this table, and we finally found one yesterday. So we'll pick that up sometime this morning. And we still need to find chairs. So we bought it. The table is used. It's a beautiful looking table. It's a round table. It has a leaf that goes in the middle, so it'll be oval shaped when it's open. But it didn't have any chairs with it. But we really liked it, so we picked it up, and and uh, and we'll look for chairs today, I guess, or somewhere. We'll do something. We'll find some chairs. But yeah, thank you, sir. Thank you, Bob. I appreciate that. Um, I hope all is well with you and with Deb. You're down in Florida, and wish I was down there with you. That opening scene that I play with the beach and the two chairs, the beach chairs and the umbrella is something I'd like to be doing every day, but not yet. It's not time. Might as well show the picture and go viral. I wouldn't do that to you, my friend. Um, yeah, Sean went camping this weekend with my son and some of his friends, and Sean tried to keep up with the youngins. The older we get, um, it's harder to keep up with the young ones. Um, but um, so Sean's feeling a bit miserable. He was at the dentist yesterday with a gum infection in the tooth. Oh man, oh the poor guy. Yeah, I can feel for him. Send him my thoughts. I hope he feels better soon. It's I had one out a couple years ago, and it's yeah, it's miserable. Mine ended up becoming I got dry socket from it, which was terrible, terrible thing. But I hope he feels better soon. And can you see that, Terry? Yeah, the dogs got me up early. We were up late last night, and the dogs got me up at 5. Um, so yeah, I'm not quite bright-eyed this morning, but I'll wake up soon. That's right. PMA saves the day. Old glory never fades away. That's right, my friend. Um, we'll save that for the end of the stream. But I hope everybody's doing well. Like I said, we had a great weekend. It's not over for us. I have one more day, and then it's like I said to Matt, the backlash fisherman, earlier this morning. Then it's back to the old grind. He had the week off last week, and he was telling me about some of the stuff that they did and some exciting news. They got a puppy, which is awesome. Um, it's so good to have pets. I love dogs especially, and it's good to have a good companion. Um, unlike that's unlike the human companion, of course. But take a sip of Joe to wake up. Okay, I'll take your advice. Not only is she the official fact checker, she's looking out for my back too. So no, no, today is just a personal one. It's my wedding anniversary, actual anniversary today. And Colleen has the day off, so I took it off to spend the day with her. Um, I was telling the folks earlier that we searched for a new dining room table this weekend. Well, new to us, and we did get one. We're going to go pick it up today, and we're going to take care of some errands and some chores. I'm going to go to the dump today. That sounds exciting. I hope she looks prettier than me. Colleen hasn't changed a bit. I have. Maybe I don't have any pictures with me, but I could show some, I could show some pictures of when we were young, when we got married, and now 35 years later. And Colleen looks the same, and I don't. I had a lot more hair back then, for sure. And I was probably 25 pounds lighter than I am now. But that's life. It moves on. And we've been living the good life. So I, uh, I have no complaints. Thank you, Terry. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. The good things always take time. I should share my wedding picture. I don't know if I have one on my computer. I can try to find something. I don't know if I have a wedding picture handy. I'd have to go digging through some uh, photo albums. Um, but I'm trying to think. Yeah, probably not anywhere handy. I'll do it another time. Um, but yeah, I had a lot more hair, and I was a lot lighter. And like I said, Colleen really hasn't changed much. She's just as beautiful today as she was the day I met her. And yeah, anyway, no, not gonna get all not gonna get all mushy this morning. But it's good to have a good friend like that, somebody that's my best friend, um, and good to have each other. So we've been through thick and thin, that's for sure. It's been a quick journey. It's when you think about all the things that you've been through in life, um, think about all the things that you've been through in life. It's it's a lot of memories, and then you think of how quickly it went by, and it's like, how did we fit all those memories into that 35 years? Does that make sense? Um, Geez, Terry, I'm sorry to hear that. You had a mini stroke. Your husband refused to call the EMTs. They had to wait till he was sleeping to sneak away to get help. My goodness. Well, that's not good. I hope you're feeling better. Um, just trying to figure out how to pop up some cool old pictures of us. Yeah, that would be good. Sean was actually at my wedding um, many, many, many moons ago. If you find any Sean, go ahead and text them to me, and I may be able to retrieve them here on the computer. Um, but yeah, it was a very, very hot August day 35 years ago, and we got married in a Catholic church, and the altar boy that was there was holding the Bible open in his hands for the priest. He was reading some prayers out of the Bible, and the uh, the altar boy passed out because of the heat right there at my wedding, fell on the floor, and we were hoping it wasn't a sign of things to come, which it hasn't been. So, gorgeous things to say about my bride. It's wonderful finding your soulmate. It really is. Like I said, um, all all kidding aside, it's good to have somebody that's that you can find and spend all this time with in life, and still more time to go. I mean, the nice thing is we found each other early in life, and we have so much in common. Um, we definitely have some in common, a lot of things in common. Um, we like to do the same types of stuff, like camping and traveling, and we like the same kind of music and the same kind of food, and we enjoy each other's company most of the time. You always need a break from certain things, um, hour or two away. But and she's put up with all of my shenanigans, being at the fire service, which takes a lot of my time away from family and away from home, and doing that and being at the time a touring musician. So I'd be at work for 24 plus hours, and then I would go on the road for a day or two or three, and not see her or the kids for 3 or 4 days. And she put up with that for a long time. So, like I said in my Facebook post, I'm a very lucky man, and I really mean that. It's good to have a girl like her. She's put up with a lot. And like I said, many, many good memories left to come. So um, we're trying to uh, finish this chapter we're in right now, with me working in the fire service and us moving on to the next chapter. We were actually talking about it yesterday. We're going to look in to see if maybe I can retire um, a little bit earlier than we think, and then we're going to probably start a business, which is exciting. A little scary, but exciting, but more to come. So, um, what is sorry, some still get numbness in both hands, and I'm worried about a major one and no help. Yeah, you need to go to the hospital, for sure. If you're getting numbness and there is help there, they can't deny you medical service. So it can't be done. So you need to go get some help if you're having that numbness in your hands, and if it's related to something with your brain. You got to get that checked out, because that's an oxygen issue, and you need to get that oxygenated blood into your brain for things to work correctly. Trying to work on getting away for good facilities that can help out. He had a perfect chance to get to a nursing home, but didn't. Yeah, it's rough. I know that you've had some issues at home, um, but yeah, I think you got to take care of yourself first. So that's important. Like I said, you can't be refused medical help. So you need to take care of yourself, and I would call the doctor right now. Um, I'm not sure what you mean about a mini stroke. There is a thing that they you can have called a TIA, which is a transient ischemic attack, and that is where you have an occlusion in one of the arteries in your brain, or leading to your brain, blocking oxygenated blood, and it can mimic a stroke. But then the occlusion moves on, and then you have that function back, but it doesn't last long enough to cause any damage. But the brain can't last long without oxygen. So 3 to 4 minutes is all that it can go without, and then damage starts to take place in the cells, and that's not good. Um, Not good at all. So please, my friend, take good care of yourself, and get that taken care of. Just like you were telling me to go have my blood work done, because of the brain fog that I've been having. So um, anyway, so I hope everybody had a great weekend. I know for Alana it's the evening, so I hope you've had a good first day, start of the week, and we've had a good weekend. We've had some good times and more to come. I was going to bring up some cruise news. Let me see if I can bring that up. So I'll have to, in order for me to interact with that, I got to go over here. All right, so here we go. So Carnival has removed its pre-cruise testing for vaccinated guests, and more changes are announced. Let's see. The Carnival Cruise Line today announced protocol updates with the changes. Let me go down here. All new guidelines are effective for cruises departing September 6th or later. Vaccinated guests must continue to provide evidence of their vaccination status prior to embarkment. Let's see, pre-cruise testing is no longer required except for cruises to Canada, Bermuda, Greece, and Australia, per local guidelines, and on voyages 16 nights or longer. Unvaccinated guests are welcome to sail and are no longer required to apply for a vaccine exception except for cruises in Australia or on voyages 16 nights and longer. Unvaccinated guests or those who do not provide proof of vaccination must present the results of a negative PCR or antigen test within 3 days of embarkment. All policies are subject to local destination regulations. So that's good. That's good to know. They're starting to lighten up with their restrictions. And I have a lot of friends that did not want to get the vaccine, so um, this is good for them. They're going to be able to start taking cruises again. So that's good news. Let's see. Catch up with the chat. Both carotid arteries are 90% or higher blocked. Yeah, you're gonna have to get those fixed, my friend. I just have a friend of mine that just had both of his worked on, and he's convalescing. He wants to be able to get together and play some music together. Kenny is, I believe he's due to have surgery this week, the 18th, I believe. I could have that wrong, but Alana says, my dad had a TIA and lost his short term memory. Sean is a first aid instructor and says to please get yourself medical help, crazy Catwoman. Absolutely. And that's what I'm saying. You can't wait. Especially when you're dealing with oxygen to your brain, you got to get that taken care of. Bob is saying we are going on MSC cruise in about 25 days. That's awesome. I wish I was going with you guys. Yeah, and you don't have to get tested. That's perfect, right? Hey, Bernie, how are you? Good morning. Yeah, Terry, get that squared away. You have to be healthy or you can't do anything else is right. So Alana's saying good morning to Bernie. We believe Kenny is having surgery on Thursday, right? And that's what I thought. So he did last time we talked, he did say he was the doctors and him and his dad decided that yeah, surgery was the best option and that he's going to have that done. What he did tell me as well is that he'll be coming home, so it'll be an outpatient procedure. They're going to want him to get up and moving right away, and that'll help reduce the inflammation and reduce some of the pain from the surgery. And in a couple of weeks, he'll be good to go. I was I was going to send him a bunch of food from New England area, but now I'm not going to because Kenny he's got to he'll be on a strict diet from now on because the gallbladder will be out. But we'll figure something out. Let's see, what else do we have in cruise news? The newest former Star and Dream cruise ships continue to sit in limbo. Is anybody familiar with them? Star and Dream cruise ships. Here's some of the ships that. Okay, we don't need commercials. They're not a sponsor, so we don't want to show them. Restart update. Here are the cruise ships yet to return. Well, the National Geographic Islander 2, the Lindblad Expeditions. Is anybody going on a National Geographic expedition soon? The Pacific Encounter, P&O from Australia. Are you familiar with them, Ilana? P&O? Avocado diet would be ironic, right? Kenny does not like avocado at all. I enjoy avocado. It has to be. I like it in a salad when you can cut it up and put it in a salad. They are Asian cruise ships that went bust. Okay, P&O. Costa Serena, the Costa cruises. They haven't yet to come back yet. Sapphire Princess, part of the Princess Cruise Line. They're still waiting to return. The Volendam, Holland American Line. Costa Favolosa, the Pacific Adventure from P&O. Diamond Princess from Princess Cruises. Ambition from the Ambassador Cruise Lines. Oh, I have a little Sophie dog next to me looking out the window. Hi, Sophie. There's a bunch of them here. Carnival China. Other active vessels that haven't started guest operations since the beginning of the pandemic. There's a list of them there. So we still got some that need to come back up and start cruising again. Let's see. Let me catch up in the chat. 60 days until the pre-cruise eve meetup. Hint, hint. Yeah, we talked about the avocado. Hey, what's going on, Madman McCracken? How are you? Thank you, my friend. Let's see. I wonder if I can go. To the cruise now. Wouldn't it be nice? They let you just sit on the deck and spend time there waiting. You sailed on the Pacific Encounter when it was the Golden Princess. Bernay. Now there's a thought, right? Absolutely. You need a passport. Do you need a passport? Where are you cruising to? I don't think. Did we need a passport to cruise? I didn't think so. I mean, I have one, and I do use my passport for most times when I travel, even when I travel domestically. But the new puppy is feeling good. She was under the weather, like I said last week, but now let me just say that all systems are normal. Let's put it that way. She's I don't want to jinx her, but the house training is going well. She really lets us know when she needs to go out and take care of business. So she's a good girl. She's a good puppy, and it's nice to have that puppy energy around again. So there's some cruise news for a little bit of cruise news. So the nice thing is that they're starting to lighten up on a lot of the policies that were related to the pandemic. So Brené says yes, passports are needed for Kenny's cruise. Okay. I guess I just didn't remember that. I'm sure I brought mine. In fact, I know I did. So, yes, you should have one because if anything happens, you can back on the ship and you're stranded overseas. Yeah, that would be a nightmare. Although, depending on where you were stranded, maybe it wouldn't be so bad. You may be able to hear Sophie. Her and Molly are here together, roughhousing in the studio. Let's see, what time is it here? It is 7:30. I'm not used to starting this late in the morning, but thank you, Colleen. Colleen just gathered up the girls and shut the door so that they're not making noise. They're a lot of fun though. Those puppies. Um, yeah, the other thing with Sophie is that I can pretty much let her loose with us outside, and she'll stay with us. Molly, on the other hand, she's being a hunting dog, gets on a scent, and it's hard to get her to come back. She'll do it eventually, but um, it gets she gets so wrapped up in trying to find out whatever the smell is that she forgets that she needs to stay with us. We don't want her to get hit by a car, or unfortunately, there are some terrible people that would actually kidnap the dog. So we don't want anything like that to happen. Um, but yeah, so that's nice. They're lighting up on cruises. Let's see what else. What else can we find out there? Let's see. Um, so I was talking about going to Colorado in October. We're going to try to plan on that. And my thought is this. So if anybody is familiar with Colorado, you know that the Rocky Mountains are there. So it's a very outdoorsy kind of a place. There's arid climate there, and there's the high desert. They call it the Banana Belt. There's the Rocky Mountains, and there's a lot of forest and woods and terrain in that. So, what our thought um, is going to Colorado and renting a camper van. So instead of us driving the RV, we'll rent a camper van. Um, that way we can spend a few days out boondocking, and then when we're done, just return it and get on a plane and come back home. For time constraints, I think that would be the best. I would love nothing better than to take the RV and drive out there, but if I'm going to do that, I need to take a couple weeks in order to do it, and that's not going to happen. Not this fall. So, um, right, Alana, you may not want to come home. Like I said, depending on where it is, I may want to just stay there. Um, I was on blood thinners till I almost bled out from a bug bite and scratched. Yeah, that can be uh, one of the problems with taking blood thinners. But you need the blood thinners, man. If you get that stuff in your blood, the best thing is that you got to get those carotid arteries taken care of. That's the key. Good morning, Charlie. How are you, my friend? Good morning. And let's see. You lived at the base of Pikes Peak. Yeah, it's beautiful there. I've been to Colorado one, two, 3 times, um, and we actually stayed at the Stanley Hotel. Let me show you that. Let me look that up. So, if you're not familiar with the Stanley Hotel, that is the hotel that Stephen King stayed at when he wrote The Shining. Um, I don't know if anybody's familiar with The Shining. Let's see. Well, that's not good. So, if you're familiar with Stephen King and you know the story about The Shining, this hotel is the hotel that he stayed at. I guess locked himself in a room and wrote the book. So there it is there. Let me see if we can get a better. Why isn't that working? Let me try it again. some reason it's not popping up. There's that one, and then that one. Oh, I know, because I have to share the tab, right? Oh, this crazy thing. Let me do that. Stop that screen, and we will share this tab. That way you can see the hotel. There it is. There you go. There it is. What do you think of that place? What a beautiful, old, iconic hotel. So the gentleman who, the guy who invented the Stanley Steamer, which was a steam-powered automobile, he, among other things, he made a lot of money on, and he built that hotel right there. So that's in Estes Park, Colorado. It's high up. Well, it's at the base of the Rockies. There's some of the rooms. It's supposedly haunted. We were there. We didn't see any ghosts. They have a fantastic whiskey bar there. It used to be, or they said, it used to be the largest whiskey bar in the world. I don't know if that's true or not, but fun time, and that's the place. So yeah, Bernay, it's in Estes Park, Colorado, which is north of Denver, I believe. And we actually, that's at the foothills of the Rockies, and we drove up. We didn't climb, but we drove up to over 12,000 feet, which is really high. So here in New Hampshire, we have one of the largest mountains on the East Coast, Mount Washington, and that's it's only just over 6,000 feet, so double that. And out there, they call the mountains teeners because they're usually over 13,000 feet, 13 and 14,000 feet. So they're pretty cool. Yeah, I thought that was a good plan, Ilana. We then we can drive around and we can do some camping, and I can film it and bring the experiences back to YouTube, so everybody can see it. Yeah, you want to read the book, right, Charlie? Um, I'm a Stephen King fan. I've read most of his books, and I haven't read that one actually. Hi, Angie. How are you? I'm a little behind in the chat here. Hello to you. Let's see. It's a beautiful building, but after the movie, not sure I would stay there. So I'll tell you a story. So we stayed there with my stepbrother and my stepsister, Colleen, and my stepmom, and my sister's two daughters, three daughters were with us, and her oldest daughter would not stay with us. She was so afraid that there were going to be ghosts there that she wouldn't stay at the hotel. The poor thing, she was terrified. So, let's see what else. Is that where you're going this year, or someplace different in Colorado? I don't think we'll go to the Stanley. I've been there already, so I think I want to try some different places. I think we're going to fly into Colorado Springs, which is a little bit south of there. And that is kind of close to what I was talking about, the banana. They call it the banana belt. So it's a higher desert, but the weather can be somewhat more mild in the wintertime there. So they call it the banana belt. So I'm not sure why. But yeah, we'll go out there. I've been pretty much from north to south, from the Wyoming border, South Dakota, Wyoming border, all the way almost down to Durango, which is heading down towards New Mexico. I've been almost that close, but Colorado is a beautiful state. It's a good place to go, and we're going out there to see my family, but we want to maybe take a few days and kind of Um, just the two of us cruise around in a small little camper van and do some boondocking and that stuff. They have I think there's some BLM land, which is the border of land, what a Bureau of Land Management, um, which is basically federal land that they own, and you can stay on it for free. Pretty much just drive out into the mountains and stay out there for a couple days. Of course, there's no amenities. You're on your own, so you need to bring everything you need. And of course, you need to take only pictures and leave only footprints when you go. So should be a pretty cool trip. So that's what we're kind of gonna try to do in October. Um, Bob says his favorite is Jackson Hole. That's Wyoming, right? In the Teton areas. Um, I never made it up to Jackson Hole. We were in Wyoming for a while, or a short while. We went to Cheyenne, which was pretty cool. We've been to Deadwood and Sturgis. Well, that's South Dakota, isn't it? Um, but we did make it to Cheyenne, which is a cool old town. We stayed in the historic Plains Hotel, which is it's kind of like a cowboy hotel. Pretty fun, pretty good time. So we had driven. Colleen and I took before we got the RV. We packed up her her Camry, and we did it twice. We took 2 weeks, and we drove from here to Colorado, and then back in 2 weeks. And okay, Angie, thank you. Have fun yourself. Have a good day. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, thank you, Neil. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up, everybody. Appreciate it if you do. Yeah, so we took the 2 weeks and we drove out west, and we didn't really plan a lot other than where we were, our destination being Colorado. And we did some fun stuff. We went to, well, I had never been to Niagara Falls, so we went there. We stopped at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. We went to the Iowa State Fair was happening at the same time, so we stopped there, and that's a huge fair, a lot of fun. Um, you started when your morning stretching routine started. That's fine, my friend. I'm glad you stopped in. It's good to see you. Um, all right, Charlie. I'll probably see you later over at Danny's if he goes live today. So, or I may. Today's my day off, so we're probably going to be busy. Bernie says, speaking of Sturgis, I believe yesterday was the last dates for Bikers Week. Is that right? Um, I haven't been out there for a bike week yet. They do one here in New Hampshire. That's usually the week of Father's Day weekend. They have Bike Week here up at Lake Winnipesaukee, and it's a lot of fun. A lot of fun. Bob says, yep, Southgate of Yellowstone. It's about 80 miles north. Okay. I would like to spend more time that way, so we kind of cut across on that ride. We made it to South Dakota. We cut across through the Badlands and then headed south down through Buffalo Gap and then into Wyoming and then into Colorado. So we didn't go north. I'd like to go to where the Devil's Tower is in Jackson Hole in that area. I have a friend that lives out there, retired from the fire service and bought a place in Jackson Hole. Looks like a lot of real beautiful country out there. I'd um, like to try to check that out. So, um, going to the VA. Talk to you soon. All right, Bob. Have a good day. Tell Debbie I said hi. I'll talk to you. Always trying to adapt, cat lady. Yep. Oh yeah, talking about the eyesight for sure. Um, yeah. So, just little story of what we're gonna do. The October cruise is coming up soon. Um, I know the folks that are going, they're going to have a good time and they're counting the days down. And I'd like to be going on this one. I'd like to meet up with a lot of you guys, but not going to happen this time. So this thing called work keeps getting in the way of my fun. So, but we'll do it maybe in March for the March cruise um, with James Cantonese and his wife. Um, and I'm sure there'll be other YouTubers on that one as well. So that should be a lot of fun. And I'm hoping to maybe book passage on that. So that should be pretty good. So um, big shameless plug here. What shameless plug? Oh, for the cruise, maybe? Oh, okay. Auction time 6 p.m. Newfoundland time. What is the auction? Tell us. Tell us, my friend. Oh, okay. It's right here. Is this what we're talking about? Ava Potter and Friends at 9 a.m. your time. Desert Adventure, Arizona goes on at 10, if not 11 your time. Okay. Yeah, Ava's does her lives. She's awesome. If you guys haven't been over to see Ava, she's a riot, real happy, friendly lady, and she she's a musician. She plays the fiddle. Her and her husband play music, and they're a hoot. They're a good group. So um, you need to check them out. Um, if if you want to share the Ava's link, that's fine. I don't have a problem with that at all. I'm a big I'm a big fan. So Shirley, are these paintings that you've done? 10 pieces of Newfoundland scenes. Neil's gonna do some cleaning, make room for an old stove, and go out. A new stove come in. Um, fantastic. Great news for you, Neil. Oh, okay, Shirley. It's all your art. All right, got it. So let's see. Let me go back. So 6 p.m. Newfoundland time, and you're about an hour and a half. So would that be 4:30 my time, Eastern Standard Time? I don't know. I think it's maybe 4:30 EST. Guys, get over to Painting with Squirrels and check out her auction. 4:30, yes. Okay, so that's right. They're like a four. They're she's an hour and a half in the future from me. So um, hour and a half in the future, which is kind of cool. You get to see everything before I do. An hour and a half before me. Um, yeah. Shirley, if you want to put your link up to your channel, go for that. And if you want to do Ava Potter's link as well, you can put hers up there. Um, I thought V was going to be up this morning, but I didn't see any post that she was going to be live today. So, not sure about that. Let's see. The Stock Explorer is up right now, live, 3 minutes ago. I don't see anything from Call Me V, so I don't like to. I didn't want to get in the way of her live. The sun is rising up. It's pretty nice at your place too. Yeah. Um, yeah, that's right, Alana. You are even further into the future. That's for sure. Um, you're what, 12 hours? No, 14 hours ahead. Yep, you definitely get to see things way ahead of us. Flat top stove replaced An old element stove. Right on. Got like a flat top. You can cook on it. I like that. Um, let's see. Call me V. I was looking her up. No, I don't see anything live from V today. So, um, but like I said, let me do this. I am going to do this. Then I'm going to share the link to Ava's. So, is that your link, Shirley? Oh my. Okay, let me turn this. All right, so there's Ava's link as well. So, um, who was their other one? Yeah, so there's Ava's link. So, you guys want to go over and join her live later? That'll be good. Um, I grab it, Shirley. Okay, right. Yeah, I'm catching up in the chat too. So, um, catching up in the chat. So let's see. See what else can we do here. So you guys wanted to see my wedding picture. You guys want to see that? There's my wedding picture. Look at those young kids, huh? Look at them young kids. I was 24 years old, I think. It was so hot. Colleen had this dress with the long sleeves on it and everything. We were all bundled up. Um, very, very, very hot that day. Um, very hot. But many moons ago, 1987. Hard to believe. That was a good year for us. I got about 2 weeks before. No, that's a lie. It was 2 days before our wedding. I got hired full time on the fire department. 2 days before. And I remember that because the fire chief who hired me asked me if I could start uh, next week, which would have been Monday from that Thursday. And I said, no, it'll have to be a week because I'm getting married on Saturday and we're going on our honeymoon for a week. And he said, well, in that case, he said, I'll see you in 2 weeks. Take 2 weeks off and we'll see you then. So that was nice. Thank you, Alana. Thank you, Terry. Um, yeah, we ended up having the 2 weeks before I started my new job, so that was fun. So I got to marry my best friend, and I got my dream career. It all started right around the same time, and it wasn't long after um, that we had our first child. A little over a year, and then my oldest son was born. So he's actually going to be 34 next week. So we've been married 35. He'll be 34 next week. So we didn't waste any time. having and making a family. Um, can I full screen that? I don't know. Let me see if I can. Is that better? Is that is that better for you guys? Hold on. Let me see if I can make it bigger. No, I guess that's the best I can do for you. But there we are. What other pictures? No, I didn't know she had any other pictures on. This is on Colleen's Facebook. There we are now. So yeah, I definitely looked a little different than I do now, for sure. Clean shaven, full head of hair, um, and my bride hasn't changed too much. She looks pretty much the same. That's is that Colorado? No, that's New Hampshire. Just some shots. That's Colleen, her mom, and two of her sisters. There's Colleen with all of her sisters and her mom. So we're on Colleen's Facebook right now. So that's Disney World. Thank you to the veterans and so on and so forth. So there you go. You got to see my wife and I. Congrats on the many, many moons. Yeah, thank you. So August 21st, 87, you met your late husband. I bet you do. Yeah, that's got to be hard. Um, Parted ways in 2013, stupid reasons. Yeah, sometimes just things don't work out, but hmm. Why do you guys look so familiar? Why do we look familiar? Are you talking to me, Bernie? We look familiar? Maybe you know us. Maybe we knew you in a different time. Um, yeah, you're welcome. I don't mind. I mean, we sharing ourselves. I share myself here every day, just about. You guys should know a little bit about the person that talks to you every morning, or just about. But let's see, what time is it? Well, it's 8 o'clock, so I think we're gonna call this a live stream. I really appreciate you guys coming in, as I always do. It wouldn't be it'd be an awful boring live stream without having my friends in the chat with us. Means a lot, really does. Let's see, what else do we got here? Oh, my wedding picture looks familiar. Okay. It's probably reminiscent of many of wedding photos of that time. Hard to say though. Um, don't forget PMA, positive mental attitude. PMA will save your day. And when I say that I'm living proof that it works, I certainly am. Please believe me when I tell you that. PMA will chase the negative thoughts and negative energy away. So be positive, stay positive, say something nice to people. Remember, people that you meet, you don't know what their story is. Um, Even if somebody's having a tough day, that you don't know what's going on in their world. Um, you just never know. So be kind, be gentle, shake somebody's hand, smile at them. Remember, when you smile, the world smiles with you. So don't forget the PMA. And let's not forget Old Glory, just like my good friend Terry says. PMA saves the day and Old Glory never fades away. That flag right there behind me means so much more than the cloth that's printed on. So many people have sacrificed their lives and their safety for that so that we can do what we're doing now. Being free, having the liberties that we were able to have, so honor your flag, no matter where you are in the world and what flag you have for your country. Um, there's people that have come before us that have they've put their whole safety and lives on the line for that. Don't forget our veterans and our first responders. They definitely put their safety on the line every day, so we to protect us and keep us safe. So big shout out to them, and shout out to all of you. Again, I love you guys. I appreciate you coming in. Like I said, it's nothing better to have my friends we can sit down and have a cup of coffee with every morning and talk about stuff and share a little bit of our lives. So I really appreciate all of you guys. So that is going to do it for me. You know who I am. I'm Jimmy. Well, I forgot this. I want to wish everybody peace and love from deep down. And you do know who I am. I'm Jimmy, your astute tourist, and we will see you all later.